Put some respect on it.
Bitch, I'm on my mama's side.
When you say my name, put some respect on it. I ain't playing with y'all. Put some respect on it. And I ain't gonna say it. And I ain't gonna say it no more. Listen, now I could have pulled up, put some respect on it, but that ain't.
What's going on, you guys? I'm gonna cam up in a minute. Give me a minute. What's going on, you guys? What's going on? What's going on? First of all, I shouldn't even be in here. I shouldn't be in here. I'm in my kitchen, by the way. So, yes. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Poochie. Hey, Lala. Hey, Wowzers. Hey, Caroline. So, I'm smoking. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday night. Hey, Miss J, what's going on? It's a Saturday night. I'm feeling good. And I wanted to give y'all this content because I was actually excited for it. I was actually waiting on it. And but before I go into it, I want everybody to like this video. Like this video. Please share this video. Please click notifications for this video. Okay, and when you press the notification bell, please remember to press all. Okay, all of my social medias is in the description below, but y'all can also go to my channel, and you can see my banner. There's some social medias in the far right corner. All of my social media is my TikTok, my Instagram, and now my Twitch. I have a Twitch account. So whoever, like if y'all are into gaming, y'all can definitely follow me on Twitch. I am on Twitch now. I want to take y'all over there so we can like really key and really game. Because I'm trying to get into this gaming world and see what that is about. So everybody please like this video. So let's get into it. I'm surprised. It's like, what the? Why is everybody not in here? Is everybody busy? Hey Coco. Did everybody know that I'm going live? Like in the Discord? Follow on all. Yes, don't miss out. Why is some of my mods is not in here? I haven't heard a peep out of them in forever. It's like this thing is dead or something. I don't know. But give me a second. But anyway. Hey, what's up? What's up, Shawan? What's going on, boo? So, we are here to talk about B2K. We are here to talk about B2K. I took notes. Well, I haven't memorized a little bit, but we're gonna. First of all, let me just say this: the interview is literally 3 hours and something minutes. I don't freaking know, right? But I liked it. I had to fast forward a little bit. Because I felt like the interview was starting to drag, because when you're smoking and drinking a lot, then you have drinking games and then you're forgetting shit. It tends to fuck up the interview a little bit, y'all. Like, honestly, and let me be real. Drink champs can be so good if they can stay on topic sometimes. But that I think that's the beauty. Hey Santa, hey Mason. That's the beauty of Drink Champs. That it's like anything can happen. It's super random. You'll forget your thoughts because you're drunk, you're fucking high. And sometimes when I'm high, I tend to like literally stray off, but that's when I'm not high too. I tend to like go off into like a distant planet and just think about random shit. And I have to come back and be like, what the fuck did I just what was I saying? And you know, that kind of thing. So I feel like Drink Champs needs something in place when, first of all, Nori is already like, he drinks. I'm so glad that he has a co-host that can really keep him on task and actually like, wait, hold on. Let's get back to what was said because it'd be some real shit that people be saying. It'd be some tea that people been wanting to say, been wanting to get out, and then they have the platform and they have the eyes now to get it out there, right? So, baby, this B2K interview was everything. I'll tell you not. The B2K interview was everything. Now, okay, let me tell y'all this. I was a huge B2K fan. You know, this is early 2000s, y'all. You know, I think Bow Wow was already out. Bow Wow was out. Romeo was out. Little Fizz, no, Little Zane. I think Sammy was already out. Like mad little niggas was out. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the millennium. The millennium is like the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? I had to be like 12 or something. I think I had to be like 12, 10 or 11, 10 or 11 or something. 10, 11, 12. I don't know which one. But y'all, seriously, first of all, I don't like my background. Let me change my background, y'all. Let me change my background. Give me 1 second. I don't like my background. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a sec. Give me a fucking sec. Oh my God. Hey, Lemon Kush. Everybody like this video. Share this video. Tell the girls in the motherfucking Discord to come out the bushes. Girl. Come out, honey. Woo. Oh, okay. It's smart. I gotta get my phone. I gotta get this lighter show. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna get me a drink. Everybody, y'all got y'all drink, y'all got y'all weed. We gonna drink today. This is a Saturday fucking night. Let me go get my drink. Give me a minute, y'all. Let me go get a drink. Forgot to get a drink. I'm staying home. I'm home right now. I'm chilling. I ain't got no worries. You know, I'm feeling real good tonight. You know, I got a lot of shit off my chest. A little bit. So, I'm not really worried about anything, you know? I'm not worried. I don't know about that one. I swore that I had some soda, you guys. I swore that I had some soda, and I don't have no soda. Oh my gosh. God damn it. But anyway, give me a second. Ah. Yes, Mason, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. Okay, so I don't want y'all to know how drunk or how high I am. So I'm trying to keep it incognito. Incognito. And you know, I'm drinking this straight. I'm drinking it straight, by the way. So let me see. Oh, shit. See y'all. All right. So, B2K. B2K, first of all, my favorite song, B2K, my favorite B2K song ever. Bitch. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. B2K, and I don't give a fuck. This video gets copyrighted. I don't give a fuck. I can tell that you some changes in your past relationship. So go on and walk through that door, cause I'm what you've been waiting for. Your mind, let it up. Till I got lots of time, we can talk. But in the good time and bad time, I got to be in your life. Bitch, nobody cannot tell me that those boys would not make it because they were talented. Dance was on point. The songs were on point. That is one of my favorite songs from B2K. That's one of my favorite songs. Favorite songs. They only had 2 albums. By the way, they only had 2 albums. But that is my favorite song. Hey, Katana. Oh, Katiana. Katiana. If I said it right, please let me know. I always fuck it up. I always do. I'm gonna just call you. Can I call you just Cat? Can I call you Cat? Can I call you Cat? Because I hate fucking up people's names. You know, I hate fucking up people's names. Seriously. It's one of the most disrespectful, downgrade, like it's trash. Hey, Christy, what's up? So, Gots to Be is one of my favorite B2K songs. Now, the moment they broke up really fucking hurt. Like, honestly, it really did because we, like, at that point, Jeff, yes, Cat is fine. Thank you. All right, good. It's right. I'm gonna call you Cat. All right, good. During that time, do y'all remember when all the girls would go? Like, I don't know if it's a New York thing. Anybody that was in New York at that time, we all went to downtown Brooklyn because there was a shop that we can get. Y'all remember those studded belts? You remember those silver name belts? Y'all remember those name belts? You can either get the plain name belt or you can have it studded. You had the silver, you had the gold, you had the studded with the diamonds on it. When I tell you, every girl in school, they either had those name belts with their names on it or with B2K names on it. One girl had Omarion's name. Another girl had J Boog's name. Another girl had Little Fizz name and Raz B. The girls really took their love for B2K to another fucking level. Instead of getting their name on their name belt, they rather get Omarion's name, the members of B2K name on their name belts. That was a time, y'all. Like, honestly, that was a time where fandomonium was at its peak. And I think, no, wait. I think Fandemonium was the first album, or Fandemonium was one of their albums, if I remember it correctly. Give me a second. Let me, cause I wanna have my shit down, bitch. No shade. Give me 1 second, y'all. Ciao. We gotta talk about some stuff tomorrow, y'all. We gotta talk about some stuff. It's not my way to talk to strangers, but I feel like I already know you. Cause you need somebody. I wanna manage you. Oh, it's Pandemonium, not Pandemonium. It's Pandemonium. So they had a B2K album. That was their first one. They had a Santa album and a second album. Okay, they already had 2 albums. I didn't give a fuck about their Christmas album. Like, nobody cares. I didn't care. But B2K was a group where you saw them in the B2K video. No, not the B2K video. The Bow Wow video. They would do little appearances in other people's video, like Janae Aiko when she was back then, when we didn't even know who Janae Aiko was. She was a new artist. She wasn't the Janae Aiko back then like she is now. I'm gonna tell y'all, like, the 2000s was everything. In the beginning of the 2000s was everything. Everything was Bow Wow, either Bow Wow, Little Zane, B2K, Sammy. Everything was really, really nice, and the music was good. The music was good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was rapping to Little Bow Wow. Little Bow Wow, you just don't know the way you move so fast across the floor. What? B2K, IMX, Immature. What? That whole fandom, that whole thing about kids. And the thing is, we were all kids. Like, they were like literally older than some of the kids who were fans of them. You know what I'm saying? Like they were, while they were 13, while they were 18 or something, 13 or whatever, I don't know. Because no shade, but they 32, right? So around that time, I think they were older than me by like 2 years. 2-3 years, they were older than me. And so we were fans of these kids. We were fans of Little Bow Wow. We were fans of B2K. And then, y'all, I remember going to my first screen tour. When Screen Tour first popped off, I went to the very first Screen Tour, y'all. I remember like it was nothing. It was, when I tell y'all, it was screams, like the girls, like the little girls would literally pile around, and I think it was at Madison Square Garden. The girls would literally wait at the freaking the entrance where the bus pulls in. They would be right there because the bus would let off Little Bow Wow, because Bow Wow was the actual headliner for that tour. They based the Scream Tour off of Little Bow Wow and his big celebrity at that time. The girls was going crazy. The little girls was going crazy. I remember it because I was there. I was remembered because my brother was a tour manager, and he was working, he knew people in production that was at the Madison Square Garden because, you know, some of them do like contract work. So they work all over. They not just based in one setting. They work by contractors. So my brother used to, like, you know, have his relationship. So he would get tickets for free. He would give it to us, and we will all go to these concerts. Yo, everything. So I remember going to my first screen tour, and I wish I had the photo, y'all. But I think it was me, my nieces, and some of my cousins. We all went. And I took a photo with Romeo from Immature, the one that got stabbed by Brandy in the eye, and you know he wears an eye patch. I took a picture with him, and the girls took a picture with B2K. I didn't really want to take a picture with B2K. Y'all know why? Because at that time I was in my little cool phase, so it's like everybody literally sucking their dick. I'm like, girl, they okay, like, and I really, really was into, okay, this is when, and y'all probably would judge me because I really, really loved Romeo at that time. At that time, I was really into Immature IMX. So my favorite one in the group would be Romeo. And around this time, I would watch like a lot of house party shows. House party movies. So, and if y'all know, House Party 2, they had Immature, they had Immature there. One of the first, I think I discovered Immature at a later date, and I really liked them because of the movie. I really, really like Immature because of the movie. And then I would rap their shit. I would dance along with them. And then after the movie, I used to go on the internet because that's when the internet was popping. So you would literally go on the internet, and I was searching IMX. That's when you had the Apple thing. It would keep rolling and rolling and rolling, and it's like, then we have to sit there and be like until it loads and loads and loads, and then pop up with internet, and then I would put in Immature videos. I would literally search for any Immature videos on the internet, and I will watch everything. I would watch all their videos from Tear It Up, Constantly, Don't Lie or Lie, Don't Lie or something. I think it was Lie, something like that. But I was into Immature. So I took a picture with Rome, and it was just fab at the time. And then we all waited for Bow Wow. We all waited, and and at that time, y'all, I didn't even know. First of all, let me calm down. I didn't even know who B2K was at that time. The first one, and I think when I took the picture with Rome, I think it was at the third one, I think, or the second one. I think it was at the second one, I remember. I don't know, but I remember we all took a picture with these fellas. All the girls love them. Some Bow Wow, some B2K, some Sammy, some Little Zing, everything. It was a fandemonium. So when they broke up, y'all, I'm just getting it before the actual interview. So when they broke up, I was really heartbroken. When they went, and I remember that fateful moment when they all went on 106 in Park to tell the people and tell their fans that they had broken up. They went their separate ways. And then a couple of months later or years later, we see Omarion pop up, and then he has this new song. Y'all remember when O came out? When O came out, and then you saw the video on 106 in Park. I remember that. I remember all these little pivotal moments in B2K shit. You know what I'm saying? And we thought that I think subconsciously we all was like, okay, O was out of here because he has it. He has the voice. He has the dance moves. Like he needed that. And I thought O was gonna take him out of here. And I think O established himself as a solo artist with that first album. And then I feel like the momentum started dying down because he was not. I would say Omarion did not have the backing. He did not have the songs to stretch out his time in the industry. I'm just being honest because no shade, I didn't like Icebox. Y'all remember Icebox with Solange in the video? Icebox wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my favorite. I'm just gonna be honest. For that second album, I didn't like that album because I just wasn't. That second album, that sophomore project, was trash to me. Yeah, after Touch, it was over because he had Icebox. I didn't like Icebox. I didn't like Entourage. I didn't like none of these things. I just didn't. I thought that was weird to me. So, to see the gradual decline of Omarion and the B2K members until Love and Hip Hop, y'all. Until Love and Hip Hop. But let me just get into the interview. So so in this interview, y'all, it is Boog, Little Fizz, and Raz B. Now I'm gonna say this, and I don't care who is I don't care who don't. I don't know if y'all see this, but I just don't. Maybe it's just him. I don't know, but I would say just watching this interview, you can tell the separation between these people. That they don't really call on Raz B. Like Raz B just fall in line. I just don't like the way, I don't like the way it feels when Raz B is so freaking quiet. Raz B, and I'm gonna speak on individually. I'm gonna speak on Raz B for right now. Raz B in this interview really made me a little bit sad. I'm not even gonna cap you guys. Raz B made me really, really sad. He really made me sad because I remember in the interview, he said, nobody ever thinks about me. I'm the last guy to know everything. And I feel really bad for him. Like, I feel like he's the black sheep of the group. That's what I feel like. I feel like they just tolerate him because they need to do business with Raz B. And not knowing that Raz B is really the talented one in the group. He's not messy. He's not a messy person. I mean, on the internet, but he's not a messy person. I don't know. I didn't. I don't know what it is. Raz B made me a little bit like cringe a little bit in this the way people were doing him, like, shut up, wait your turn, I got you, I'll come back to you. They basically, like, sunned him a little bit. I didn't like the fact that it felt like these grown people in this room was sunning and shunning him like this. You know what I'm saying? I felt really hurt just watching the interview and watching how they're doing Raz B. And I think Little Fizz called Raz the ODB, the old dirty bastard in the group. And because he said that, you know, Raz B is like mad random. Like, he just pops out of nowhere and just with this crazy shit that he just thinks of. Well, no shade, Fizz. That's the person that you really need to be nice to. Because his mind is not like other people's mind. It's really chaotic. It's really spur of the moment. It's like a puzzle that you're trying to piece together, but you can't find that other piece in a way. And I didn't like the fact that we couldn't even speak. First of all, I actually thought that this interview, they was going to speak more about this Chris Stokes shit. And knowing the fact that the Chris Stokes is Raz B's cousin, I thought we was going to speak about it more. But they can't really speak on it. So I was like, fuck. Like, this interview is literally going to be all about O. No shade, guys. Like, the whole fucking interview is about O and management and stuff like that. And basically, it was calling out, this is why certain things is not piecing together and stuff like that. Why is y'all shading each other on Twitter? So let's go to the first thing, y'all, because it was informative. So the first thing they touched on was the breakup. The first thing they touched on was the breakup. Why did the group break up? Basically, y'all. So here's this thing, y'all. So he explained, they went on to explain, right? They went on to explain that Fizz and Omarion used to do this tug of war shit. Have this little, you know, this who dick is bigger contest. It's basically like between brothers. And basically they would sleep with each other's girl. And first of all, one of the surprise moments, because I didn't even know this, I didn't know that Fizz dated Jennifer Freeman from Wife and Kids. I didn't know that. He dated her at the time. He was dating her. And to come to find out, O was talking to her. Omarion was trying to talk to her. And Fizz was like, no, that's my girl. Jennifer Freeman also said, no, I'm with Fizz, back up. And then it kept going. It was like, I'm messing with your girl. I'm messing with your girl. You know, it was like they were being petty towards each other. And then it wasn't until a faithful one motherfucking afternoon on tour or whatever hotel, whatever situation, Fizz was fucking some random. And come to find out that random had motherfucking Omarion's heart. So in Little Fizz's hindsight is like, girl, she's a random. She's not somebody in the industry. She's a random. But O wanted her. So that broke the camel's back with O. with Omarion, and Omarion basically probably distanced himself a little bit. So come to find out, for all this time in this group when they were young, Omarion was always the one to do his own thing. Like, the only way they would come together is when they was told to. They never had each other's numbers. I gagged at that. They never had each other's number. They didn't talk to each other. It's like, we felt like, goddamn, ain't y'all with brothers? Like, and that's why when the whole thing between Little Fizz and Omarion, I don't know, the thing with Little Fizz and April, whatever her last name is, I forgot her last name. When they were fucking, it was an outrage because it's like, this is your bandmate. This is your brother. Y'all performed together. Y'all did photo shoots together. That was fucking wrong. Like, everybody was like attacking Fizz and April. Like, that's y'all foul. Y'all fucked up. We can see why this man don't fuck with you because of how you acting. We literally was like, you're the cause for this, Fizz. You gotta take that shit. You gotta eat that. But come to find out, Fizz was telling the truth all along. That they never had a brotherhood. When they started the group, it was never a brotherhood because they never hung out. They never hung out together. They never, like, talked. They never did. Like, they was basically strangers, and they only came together for the group. And then on top of Little Fizz at that time messing with the love of Omarion's life, because in his mind, like, he was crying, like, he was crying and shit about this random. There was a situation that they wanted to change management because they felt like these people were taking away their money. They wasn't being fair. It was a lot of unfairness within management. So they wanted to renegotiate their contract and they wanted new management. So I think there was a situation where they just stopped everything and it was like, oh, I'm not doing this. And I think it was around the time You Got Served was coming. It was You Got Served. And then they also had to do some studios. They had to do their vocals for they had to do their vocals for the soundtrack for You Got Served. Basically, they was like, I'm not doing shit. I'm not doing nothing. So they literally had a conversation with each other as a united brotherhood for the greater good. Like, we're not going to keep working this shit and it's not fair. We're not being treated how we want to be treated. We want to renegotiate our contract. We want fair treatment. We want new management. So they went about their way. Come to find out, who the fuck snitches on them? Who told all their tea what they were doing? When I tell you, I gagged when they said Omarion basically snitched on all of them, told management all what they were doing. Omarion told them about how many girls who Omarion was fucking. No, Omarion told management how many people Fizz was fucking. He told them about the meeting about changing management. They told them that. He told them how they wanted new management, how they're planning to not go through with the movie and finishing all that stuff with the movie with the vocals, they wanted no parts. Basically, a whole laundry list of shit that Omarion told the management people what some of the other group members were planning. Bitch, I was like, checkmate. That was dirty. That was motherfucking dirty. Basically, Omarion is a motherfucking Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom is like, you tell the master what the rest of the motherfucking niggas out in the field is doing. Basically, you are Uncle Tom. You trying to get in good with, you trying to get in good. You trying to look good in the master's eyes. You're a fucking Uncle Tom. And I'm like, wow, oh. Like, I was like, oh, wow. This is how you give it up? I was like, oh, wow. So basically, in retrospect, it was a divide and conquer. Basically, Omarion was pissed at what Fizz did and messing with his random. Omarion was like, and basically, no shade. I think he even said, Omarion said that you need to talk to these management people. I don't think they that bad. I think Omarion went off to do something because they wanted to have a meeting with all of the group members. Omarion was doing his own thing. He was like, listen, I'm busy. I'm doing something. They didn't know what this nigga was doing. But what Omarion was doing was spilling motherfucking tea on all the goings on inside of the motherfucking brotherhood. Bitch, I was gagged at that. I was gagged. So, bitch, I gagged when management told them, listen, meet me around back. And they said it was a dirt road. It was a dirt road or something with some garage or some dirt something. And they basically told them, get your shit, and get out. The management wasn't playing, bitch. Basically, he said, we have no use for you. Since y'all motherfuckers want to plot, listen, we can literally X y'all the fuck out and keep our money and just pay the fuck out of O and anything he has going on with his motherfucking future projects. Because at least we can trust O. We can't trust y'all bitches. So get the fuck out. And that's when they haven't spoken to each other since. When I found out that was the real reason for their motherfucking breakup, bitch. Cause no shade, even y'all know that there's still the B2K breakup on YouTube. So, but it don't go into depth what really happened. Why did y'all break up? And they would be asked in interviews while all four of them is there. So they didn't want to go into why, because they knew why. Because this nigga snitch. This nigga's a snitch. That nigga's a snitch. That nigga's a snitch. He's a snitch. Them niggas jump shit. When I tell you, did a smooth divide and conquer. He divided and conquered on his own fucking group. Basically, I'm over here. Y'all are over there in the unemployment line, bitch. Bitch, I was gagged. I was like, okay, oh, you a nasty old crafty little bitch. You're a petty bitch at that, too. Let me go into it. And then the verses. Y'all, when it was talking about the verses, I was even like, oh, wow. So when they was talking about the verses, right? So by this time, y'all, from when they broke up until so before I get into the verses, y'all. So they haven't spoken for 15 plus years. So from the time they broke up as kids till now. So we have a little clarity on this. So the timeline is they haven't spoken to each other since. Okay, good. So Love and Hip Hop comes into play. So there was an opportunity that O had, and I think the producers at I think Mona Scott or one of the producers at Love and Hip Hop approached Omarion to be on the Hollywood season. And so that's when they reconnected. This had to be like 15 plus years. So from the 2000s, and I think when did the first, give me a second, because I really want to get this. Love and Hip Hop came out when? Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. When did it come out? No, wait, hold on. When did that shit come out? Give me 1 second, y'all. Because I'm going to get the tea. Give me 1 second. Because you remember, it was New York first, then Atlanta, then Hollywood. So Love and Hip Hop. Okay. Oh, the shit premiered in 2014. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood premiered in 2014. That's definitely like 15 plus years. I think. Give me like 12 years. Because when did they break up? They broke up. They disbanded in which year? Okay, give me 1 second, y'all, because I want to know when did they disband? Okay. Each member was also given the large due to the credit, yada yada. In the split. Okay, got you. After the second album, they split. So, yeah. I think it was 2003. 2003, 2002 is when they split. That's 8 years, right? So, no, 2009, no, 2003. 2003, that's more than 8 years. Yeah, so from 2003 or 2 to September, no, not to September, to 2014. How much is that, you guys? How much is that? How much is that? How many years is that? Let me do the count. Let me do the count with y'all because I like to be smart. So we have 2014. Wait, give me one. Oop. Give me 1 second. 2014. 2003. That's 11 plus years. 11 or 12 plus years. And 8 years since season 1. Yes. So they have been talked in 11 to 12 plus years. Then Omarion pops up with an opportunity with Fizz because they know they have people in common. You know, I think they have certain differences. So at that time, Omarion and April was together. They were having a baby, Mega. And then you have Moniece and you have Fizz. So you didn't talk to this man. So Omarion, you didn't talk to this man. You had animosity towards this man for 11 plus years. Y'all haven't talked. And then you all of a sudden pop up like nothing ever happened. Like nothing ever happened. You broke the group up. You basically sold us out. You snitched on us. You sold us out. You basically like, fuck us. You never talked to us. I never had your number. And then all of a sudden you pop up with an opportunity to be on Love and Hip Hop. I think that was kind of a peace offering, don't y'all think? Even though it was like, no shade. He was putting money in your pocket, but he was also saving his own ass. Because if they didn't have Fizz, because what Fizz was saying that they needed the storylines to collide. So like, they needed people that knew each other. So the only reason why Omarion popped up like nothing ever happened was to get Little Fizz to be on his joint on his show with him so he can stay on the show. Because if they couldn't tie his storyline together, they definitely would have passed on Omarion. So basically, Omarion needed Fizz to get on the show with him. And they already knew, I think Omarion already told the producers about the situation that Fizz was in with Monique and their strange ass co-parenting and the story at that time. Because you know, Fizz was dogging the fuck out of Monique. Y'all remember that first season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? That Fizz was dogging the fuck out of Moniece, and Moniece was a deadbeat mom. She wasn't nothing. She's not a mother, and they kept running that narrative until people started like literally putting 2 and 2 together, and they come to find out, no, Fizz, you're fucked up. Fizz was the one, you know what? And that's no shade. We really let me calm down. We really came to find out that both of the people that had the most issues with each other ain't shit. Because now we found out that Omarion is not shit, but we did find out that Fizz ain't shit either. Neither one of y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all some dog ass niggas. Y'all really be fucking these people over because no shade. Little Fizz, you lied on Moniece several times. You constantly portrayed Moniece to be a deadbeat mom, which she wasn't. We found that out on Love and Hip Hop, in which Moniece explained and the mother explained about all the things that was going on at that time. We found out that you're the real liar, that you scam, and that you really be setting the scenes up, Fizz. You ain't, first of all, you're talking about motherfucking Omarion ain't shit. Nigga, you ain't shit either. No motherfucking shade. You ain't shit either. And where motherfucking shits and stinks, bitch. Your motherfucking carpet and first of all, the carpet outside your door is not clean, baby. It has some shit around there. You got some soul searching to do too. Just like how you think something needs to be done about old boy Omarion, something needs to be said about your ass too. Cause you ain't shit just like he ain't shit. Cause both of y'all passive aggressive, both of y'all some bitches, no shade. And we found that out on the show. No shade. And both of y'all spinning fucking narratives to both of y'all will spin a narrative. Thank you, Prophet, for that. Y'all will spin a narrative because y'all will literally make yourself look like the motherfucking Virgin Mary, bitch, like the angel of motherfucking Zeus, bitch. Y'all will spin a narrative in y'all own favor, and y'all don't give a fuck who is in the crossfire. Long as y'all is safe, y'all don't give a fuck about nobody else. And we found that out. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second because I feel like my battery's about to die. Give me 1 second, y'all. Twerk and wait for me. Twerk and wait. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Have y'all twerk and wait for me. Twerk and wait. Ugh. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. When I found out my thing was almost about to end, So, where was I on? I was getting to Fizz ass. Because, okay, I was getting into Fizz ass. Okay, I got into his ass. There's no more to be said. How y'all shitting on motherfucker, like he's all fucked up, and what he did was fucked up, but no shade, Fizz, you ain't shit either. But we're gonna keep going. So, there was the opportunity to do Love and Hip Hop. Omarion only did 2 seasons. So keep remember, y'all, that they haven't spoken in 11 plus years. They have grown up. They have all grown up. They were kids when they broke up. 11 plus years, they all have grown up. Okay? Cool. So, Omarion comes to Fizz with this opportunity for Love and Hip Hop because basically he was trying to save himself but also give his band member that he fucked over some coins as well. Okay, and plus, you know, both of their careers nowhere. You know what I'm saying? No shade. Who the fuck was buying a Omarion song? Who at that time in between, you know, pop was on the rise. There was certain pop stars. It was a lot of pop stars at that time. So it's like nobody was checking for a dancing ass nigga. If you're not Chris Brown, if you're not Usher, nobody cares. And you was trying to find your footing with Chris Brown and Usher, because Chris Brown was killing shit. There was a time where he wasn't, but he got back. Shout out to Chris Brown, bitch. But you come him with this opportunity to save your motherfucking ass because your career's dwindling, and you know this motherfucker needs some coin too. Why not? And then in the mix of that, you do 2 seasons, and then I gagged on this. Fizz helped him with Poster B, and never hated on him when Poster B shot to #1, because y'all all remember Poster B was literally the song of that year. When Poster B came out, it was the song of the year because Janae Aiko, that perfect line of a "I'm house when I'm supposed to be, and is and it goes with me. I might let your boy show for me, but you gotta eat the booty like groceries." But she said, "But you gotta eat the booty like grocery." That, first of all, that line right there, I feel like it took it to a whole nother level. Everybody was banging Poster B. Poster B was a hit. That was the first hit of Omarion in years, you guys. That was Omarion's first #1 hit. It did numbers. It was everywhere. So probably at this time, we all thought this. Why you only have one song that is doing the numbers, Omarion? You think we all thought that by him not being on Love and Hip Hop the next season, Omarion felt himself too much. Like he didn't need Love and Hip Hop. And then the next move, I think Omarion signed to MMG. First of all, can I just be honest? Omarion under Rick Ross management, MMG, because MMG at that time was Rick Ross's label. Omarion did not fit in that management. He didn't fit with the Florida dudes. And we all was like literally scratching our heads like, Omarion, that's not a good fit for you. MMG is not a good fit for you. You don't fit with fucking what's his name? Shotgun? What was his name? The one that was on Love and Hip Hop? What was his name, y'all? I forgot the one with the matted up dreads. Child. That's what it was. So, give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, yes, it was A1. Was it A1? No, it was from Miami. The ones with the matted up dreads. His name was Shotgun. I think it was Shotgun. Was it Shotgun? It was something. He was from Miami. I think he was the boyfriend of the big booty girl. The big booty girl, the thick girl. Gunshot or something. Yes, Gunplay. No, it was Gunplay. It was Gunplay. Thank you. It was Gunplay. Yes. Gunplay was a part of Rick Ross's crew in MMG. Omarion never fit with the MMG crew. We always like, what are you doing, Omarion? This doesn't fit. So basically, Omarion felt himself. He was like, first of all, I'm signing my new deal. I have this dope ass song. You have a dope song, but don't have a dope project. He really stopped doing Love and Hip Hop due to a song being hot. I thought that was stupid. I felt like Omarion should have definitely been on the next season, because I feel like we would have saw all this shit going on with him and April, and then the group. We would have saw all that play out. And maybe he knew that, in the back of his mind, that I'm actually giving these nobodies a storyline. You know what I'm saying? So, Omarion don't do the next season. April needs Omarion because Omarion is how she got on the show. So if Omarion goes, you go too. So in all of this, we find out that they broke up, and April is not the girl that we know her to be. That first season, everybody liked April. But when April came back on the show and started being in Fiz's face, and they started showing signs of like being in each other's houses, being on live together, just doing little shit. I'm like, April, what is this giving? It's giving you trying to fuck the homie? Why are you trying to sleep with the homie, bro? That was not like, what the fuck is what's tea, mamas? What's fucking tea? So people was like, oh, they fucking. Like, they really fucking. Like, you need to tell these people that y'all actually fucking. And people knew that they were fucking. The viewers knew that they were fucking because they were literally play with the viewer's mind. Like, they not fucking. They were trying to be like, oh, I would love you. I'm like, oh, my baby. Like, they would like be so close. It's like, you know for a fact that this is your bandmate's baby mama. This baby mama had 2 kids by this one nigga. Are you really gonna do the ultimate disrespect motherfucking spec as a man to sleep with your band member baby mama, bro? We always like, ooh, you light-skinned fucking loser bitch. You know what? Let's first of all, in honor of fucking Fizz, Little Fizzle Pop, this is for you.
You're a loser. You're a fucking loser. Like, why are you trying? You are failing. Oh my god, it's so cringy. You're a fucking loser. A fucking loser. Oh my god, just loser everything. Loser. Please do us a favor and sit the fuck down, cause we're tired of seeing you lose. You fucking loser.
That was fucked up. Y'all, that was really fucked up. When that fucking shit went down, everybody was dragging April and Fizz. But majority was dragging the fuck out of April. I feel like April got most of the hate because of the mere fact that you know that these people are bandmates. They had, at that time, in the viewers' eyes, they had a brotherhood. They're brothers. They do business together. Why would you stick your pussy, Yo, Ichi, motherfucking lo mein, sweet and sour chicken, beach fried rice and motherfucking vegetables, bitch. Why would you stick your motherfucking ooey gooey wonton soup ass pussy in the mix of this brotherhood? You raggedy bitch. You raggedy bitch. Girl, she's still feeling the blunt of that fucking trauma. Because when I tell you people dragged her. People dragged her. And then off the strength of it, y'all finally tell the people y'all together. People's not seeing it. And y'all literally flaunting this shit in O's face. Because shows later, seasons later, I think Bug comes on the show. Bug come on the show, and Fizz is on the show now. I think this was season 4 or 5. I think this was season 4 or 5, you guys. I don't know which one, but I think it was 4 or 5. You see Bug was on there. You see Bug is on the show too. They're trying to get O on the Millennium Tour. That's when the Millennium Tour is coming. The Millennium Tour, they want to get the group back together because it's business. They're trying to get this money because I think you have at this time, y'all, all the groups are coming back together and doing group tours, like a whole freaking big tour. Because y'all remember, I think it was the R&B guys is coming out, the oldies is coming out, the old groups is coming out. They're doing business together, and they're literally was going on tour. All the groups that was broken up, they're coming back together and they're doing shows because they make it's instead of being broken up and doing their own individual things, y'all make more money together. Hey, King Pang. Y'all make money together. So why not we do it too? Let's come back together. Let's sign this paperwork. Let's be on one accord. Let's talk. Let's get this money. But anyway, you guys. Y'all. Sorry for that little pause right there. I had to deal with something real quick. But you guys, that was a time where all the groups was coming back together. They wanted money. Like, it was a great business move. And I remember that time, I was like, they can't do this without Omarion. They actually need Omarion. So, no shade, guys. Around that time, I remember that they were all in different places. The Omarion and April shit, and Omarion was doing interviews. Omarion was looked at as the victim. Like, people just want to make Omarion notice them because they know that they're not talking. So on the show, it was said that they haven't talked in years. They haven't talked. Little Fizz was going on multiple interviews and telling people that they were not brothers. They were barely bandmates because they haven't talked in years. So I don't know this person. I don't know this person. We was together while we were young, but it's been literally 11 years since we talked. So all that going on, we was still in the mind of like, y'all still bandmates because we had that nostalgia. We had that nostalgia like they still bandmates, they still friends because nobody hasn't literally came out and actually spoke about what broke them up. You know what I'm saying? So we get little bits and pieces of what went on in the group, but the narrative is still Omarion think he better. Omarion is giving I don't need y'all. I'm on solo shit. But the true reality is y'all both need each other because Omarion, nobody is buying an Omarion music. Nobody is buying an Omarion album at this point in time. Because so many artists and better artists, better than Omarion and better than B2K, we don't need no boy group. We don't need no group, girl. We don't need y'all. But it's better, instead of doing y'all solo, y'all can come together and get this money because every group is doing it. So I'm like, okay, cool. So they get this. So it's been a long journey. It was a long journey, I remember. And then all of a sudden, it popped up that they were actually doing the Millennium Tour together. You know, you have B2K as the headliner because it's the Millennium Tour. They will be headlining. No, they would be headlining. And then you have Pretty Ricky. You have, I think there was some drama. It was some drama with some artists on that tour. I think it was Bow Wow. Bow Wow was there, was in the contract. I think it was Pretty Ricky, Bow Wow, something else. I think it was Sammy, but I think they were trying to kick Sammy off that tour because there was some drama with Little Sammy. Y'all remember? Y'all have to go back. There was some drama with Little Sammy. And then also, y'all, I also gag at the fact that Pleasure P on that same tour, there was beef between Pleasure P and Omarion because Omarion would exclude himself from the rest of the guys. You know, here is all these group members, but also some solo members that is shooting the shit, that, you know, playing basketball with each other, you know, laughing and giggling and talking about bitches and how much they fucking and shit like that. And then you'll have Omarion in his own little world. So Pleasure P didn't like that. Pleasure P went up to Omarion like, yo, bro, why are you not doing this? Why are you not doing that? Like, why are you not with us? Like, we rolling together. Like, you know, like, you think you better than us? Like, we getting the same type of money. Like, we getting this money. Like, what are you doing? So basically, they wanted to fade. Like, Pleasure P wanted to beat the holy shit out of Omarion because his attitude, the way he is, and the way he comes off to people is like, you're better than us because why you are excluding yourself from the rest of the guys? Because the rest of the guys could feel like, dude, you think you better than us? Like, come on. Like, you want to drink? You want to smoke? Like, what is it? So it was just weird. It was just weird. It was just weird, you guys. Like, I really think that Omarion want to know. It's like Omarion wanted the money. I feel like Omarion knew that he needed them. but still didn't want to be a part of them. He wanted to be his sole entity. He didn't want nobody to misconstrue what the fuck this is. This is a business transition. I'm only doing this because you need me. I don't need y'all. But the reality is y'all need each other, no shade. But also just it's the fact that Omarion really feel like I should be at a level of Chris Brown. Because I do feel like Omarion was the original Chris Brown. If y'all think about it, Omarion was the original Chris Brown. Omarion wanted to have the kind of career that Chris Brown has right now. Because y'all know Chris Brown is like big. If you have Chris Brown on your record, you know it's out of there. Everybody knows that. So when it didn't happen, I feel like Omarion hated the fact that he had to cop to the fact that he had to come back with his tail between his legs because he literally shitted on these people. He shitted on them. Basically said, fuck you. It's me over everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, I was just like looking at it. I was like, I was just looking like all that shit play out. You know what I'm saying? And then you had the Raz B. He's coming back from the Chris Stokes shit. You know, Fizz had this new fame. You know, he was well liked on Love and Hip Hop. It was a lot at that time. But when I tell you, everybody and their mama with their jersey dress, with their name plate belts, with their wristbands, with their basketball wristbands and headbands, they were coming to that show. They pulled up in throwback gear, y'all. Had the white Uptowns with all that stuff. Nostalgic tees. Everybody wanted, and their mama wanted to go and relive their childhood and go to that motherfucking B2K because everybody was upset at that time when they broke up because people wanted more. People wanted more. Mm-hmm. People wanted more. So, not too much on the jersey dress. That's crazy. So, you have what else? And then where the verses came in. The verses came in when the verses came. So with this whole when the whole thing with the verses is another thing. I feel like the verses really took it to another level. The verses really took it to another level, y'all. I was like, it's no fucking way. We found out that it was Omarion versus Mario. So, y'all, I can tell y'all right now, I did not watch that versus. I didn't even know that versus was going on. I think I was barely on Instagram at that time. I was barely on Instagram. I didn't know that was going on. And honestly, I don't follow verses. So I didn't know that the Omarion versus Mario was going on. So at this point in time, it is 3 of the guys and Omarion. They still not talking. And honestly, on that, we found out so much shit that on that specific tour, they had individual managers. You have four managers for each of the guys. Okay? So they wanted their own representation. They wanted their own identity. That's how much friction was in the group, because they needed their own representation, because they cannot sit down for 2 fucking minutes and have a conversation like adults. And no shade, I wouldn't either. If I was Omarion, I wouldn't either. Because I understand where Omarion is probably see that is like kind of fucked up, and the nail in the coffin is when y'all was parading around like y'all wasn't fucking, but we all knew y'all was. And I remember somebody told Omarion, I think it was Moniece, y'all, I think Moniece told on them, because Omarion, I think, was out somewhere in Africa around that time. Wasn't he out in some like Africa or Zimbabwe or some shit? And he was doing his Zimbabwe dancing and shit. So he didn't know about April and Fizz. I think Moniece told Omarion, because Moniece always knew. Moniece knew about them too, because I think when Moniece went to drop off Cam to Fizz, April was there in her panties, and they got into it. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? I remembered it. So, no shade. I wouldn't fuck with y'all either. Y'all wasn't even fucking grown enough to have the conversation or tell him that y'all actually fucking. He had to be told through the internet that y'all fucking. First of all, I can imagine how many DMs, how many emails, how many text messages Omarion got about Little Fizz fucking on April, because it was everywhere. Every content creator was talking about the scandal that is April and motherfucking Fizz fucking on each other, and Omarion had no idea. Omarion had no idea. I remember he said that in the interview. He had no idea until social media. He found out on social media. So, no shade. A random is different than his baby mother. He actually has children with this woman, Fizz. That's the ultimate disrespect. No shade. The reason why O has this attitude, probably he already had this attitude, but now it's on a different fucking level. You disrespect the fuck out of him. You embarrass the hell out of him. You made him the good guy, but you still embarrassed him. Both of y'all did. Y'all shared the blame in that shit. And then not only, I think, so in this interview, y'all, I think they even said it. There was like, the real issue is with Fizz. Fizz is the light-skinned bitch that thought that because he was light-skinned and he had curly hair, that he could get away with anything. Everybody would believe the light-skinned theory. Because no shade, I in my opinion, I feel like this is like low-key gay. But that's just me. But But no shade. Like, I wouldn't forgive you either. The way you did that, the way you played that was crazy. So at this time, I feel like the sole issue is with Fizz, but the fact that J Boog knew about it, and then, first of all, I don't think Omarion is mad at Raz B. So now, new development, y'all. I don't know if y'all know this, but I don't know if y'all read what happened. It came out. Wait, it came out. Give me a second. I think it was Raz. I think it was Raz. I think it was Raz. Give me Raz B. If it's still there. I don't know if it's still there, you guys. I don't know if it's still there. Oh, he's literally following 6 fucking people. It's 26? Really? So, with Raz, I don't think Omarion has a beef with Raz. Raz has beef with Omarion only solely because it just came out, because y'all know that they all are doing. Okay, so what I'm understanding, Omarion is doing a documentary on him, and then the group is doing a documentary on the group. So there is Omarion's documentary, and there's the group documentary. Because Omarion has a documentary that is for Zeus. And then he has this Omega. I think he has this Omega documentary. So in this documentary, what was it? Y'all remember? Let me get that. Give me a second. Because I want to see this. Because I want to see if it's still on his thing. First of all, give me this. Let me share the screen. Give me 1 second. Because y'all remember this? I'm gonna get it. Give me a second. First of all, twerk and wait while I do this. Wait, give me a second. Okay. So y'all, here we are. Give me 1 second. This is Omarion's Instagram. Let's go all the way down. Y'all remember this video? Let me see.
He wasn't focused, and he was saying things, and I was just like, "Yo,
wait, hold on. Let me play it back."
You can tell when someone's energy, they're agitated or they're moving around, and he wasn't focused, and he was saying things, and I was just like, "Yo, was good.
We find out that what triggered him, what agitated him, was that Boog wore a t-shirt that said, "I don't feel safe." That was clearly a reference to what Raz had said in New York.
Raz being officially off the tour. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. Because I feel like Chris Stokes is around. I wasn't really picking up that Boog was fucking with his head like that. Why the fuck would you wear the shirt? You know what I'm saying? Why would you do that?
Hey,
Get this shit together, man. We go. Yeah. Some people don't know.
we love you, okay?
I know y'all do. I know y'all do, though.
Y'all see Omega, the gift and the curse? So, right there, Raz B did not like that because it was preying on trauma. I think Raz B felt like you literally are using what I'm going through like as a joke, because Raz B didn't sign off on him using his likeness in his documentary. And I think that's why Raz B now has a issue with Omarion, because Omarion is using all of these dudes' likenesses in his documentary. And I think they was talking about it in the interview, is that they was trying, the management was trying to have them sign off on their likeness, and they were trying to give them money. So they signed off on their likeness being used, but nobody got no money. They just signed a piece of paperwork. They never, wait. I think I have it backwards. They didn't sign off to have their likeness because they didn't receive no money. And I think they're smart enough to know that get the bag up front and then we'll sign it. So they didn't sign their likeness away because they didn't come up with the bag. They just wanted to use their likeness. Okay, so we got that squared away. So Raz B is pissed because it's like you're making a mockery and you're using me as a you're using me as a vessel to perpetuate you as this good person, because I'm hugging you. I'm in this video hugging you, and J Boog is clearly taunting you. So I'm gonna be there for you because I look like the great Samaritan that's going to console you in your need, because Boog is literally picking with him and fucking with his head and fucking with his mental. And then Omarion is using that footage as the starter tool for his documentary. Basically, he's using the fuck out of Raz. And Raz didn't like that. And he went on social media to blast the fuck out of Omarion and say, you're using me to perpetuate this thing that you're a good guy and you're not. Because I did not sign away to use my likeness to be in your starter promo for your documentary. So I rock with Raz with that. Like, bitch, like was that all fake? Was that fake? Did you really want to console me at a shared concern, or you did that for the cameras? Was it genuine? Was it not? You was doing it for the cameras. You did it because you wanted to be looked at as a good Samaritan, as a good guy. You're not this evil diva that the group is making you out to be. So basically, he was trying to spin the narrative that I'm a good person. Look at me going to Raz B and consoling him. So really, that was really interesting. And bitch, it didn't stop there, child. I think the verses got, so when this whole verses thing happened, there's a few shots going back and forth. They was talking about how the fact that Omarion would do subliminals towards them. Like, he would literally shade them subliminally. And you know, you have to see, the thing is, I love the fact that they pick up on shade. They pick up on little bits and pieces of shade. Omarion was shading the girls undercover. If nobody don't know them in their conversations, you wouldn't pick up on the shade. But they did, because they had the conversation with them. And the fact that Omarion was used those conversations to shade them subliminally, they was like, it was, and I think the real kicker was that back and forth between Boog. When Boog got involved is when the shit went crazy, because they was doing light shade back and forth through social media. But it got really, really fucking bad when Omarion pulled them out and told them, to my 3 backup dancers. And then also, not only that post, I think Boog was like, yo, in this interview, Boog was tired of the fucking dancing around and trying to be politically correct. Like, let's put the shit on the table. Let's put this shit on the table. Let's keep it all the way motherfucking 100, bitch. This bitch right here, she's a crafty, sneaky, manipulative ass bitch. And y'all don't know what the fuck I know. But I'm going to expose this bitch because I told y'all to get her before I fuck her up. I warned y'all. And Bug said that. He was like, he called Omarion's management and told her, you better get her before I do. You better get her before I do, because I'm gonna hurt her feelings. Yo, she did a fucking. Y'all remember that scene when I think Arion and Erica was looking at Mimi's sex tape, and Erica said this motherfucking line, bitch. She said, you know what? You better talk to her before I talk to her, because I'm going to hurt her feelings. Bitch, you better get her before I do, because I'm going to hurt her feelings. Because if I get to her, I'm going to hurt her feelings. Bitch, that's what motherfucking Boog was talking about. Boogs was like, y'all better get her before I get her. Because when I get her, I'm going to hurt her motherfucking feelings. It's going to be no talking now. Because when I get involved, I go straight for the motherfucking chin. I'm going to break your whole entire jaw so you cannot talk. Hey, Miss English. Hey, JJ. So, y'all, Bug was not playing around. And this said I was all for Bug, because no shade, they was getting to the fucking mess. It seemed like they was dancing around. And then probably during this time, everybody was drunk. You can see that Raz B is drunk. You can see that Boog and motherfucking Raz and Little Fizzy Pop was high as fucking hell. They was like, listen, I'm tired of it, bitch. I'm drunk as shit. I'm high. Let me just expose this bitch. Because I'm tired of the back and forth. I'm a grown man. I ain't doing all this shit, bitch. I'm going to tell you the real tea. He literally put a post and said, I am B2K. When he's posted that I am B2K, Boog was like, now ma'am, I'm going to beat your motherfucking ass. And what did Diamond commence to do, bitch? What did Diamond commence to do, y'all? What did Diamond commence to motherfucking do was beat that ass. Basically dragged her ass all over social media. I remember those posts. Give me a second, y'all. I remember those motherfucking posts. Give me 1 second. We're going to pull those motherfucking messages up. I remember that shit. Y'all, give me 1 second. Because I don't know if y'all remember what the fuck Boog talked about. Give me 1 second. Y'all twerking away while I get that shit. All right, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me put this right here. Nope, let me put this right here. Y'all remember this article? Well, this is not the art. Well, this is the article. This is Complex article. And y'all remember when Omarion put this particular post up and he told his 3 group members, y'all are hilarious. I'm enjoying the creativity. If you're lucky enough to be in this business for 22 years, you understand that at some point you will experience malfunctions. It comes with being an artist and making yourself vulnerable, because they were actually, y'all, making fun of him because he was losing to Mario, because Mario has a better discography than Omarion as a solo artist. No shade. Mario has the better discography than Omarion. Period. Also, Mario has a better voice. He's better vocally. Like, he is better vocally than Omarion. Marion has a type of voice that is, I mean, it can be said if he's singing or not, you know, it's cool. It's a type of, you know, nasally, annoying shit, you know, that he does. Like a siren, is giving siren. He got a siren type of vocal. But yeah, guys, like, he continued to my 3 dances. I'm not surprised, because this is how y'all have always been, even while in the group, praying for my downfall, while keep praying because I'm overbooked and busy. Meanwhile, y'all really gotta go get a job other than hating on, oh, I heard UPS is hiring. Disrespectful, bitch. Disrespectful, bitch. Told those hoes to find a new hobby, get a regular job, because the industry don't want you, bitch. They don't want you without me, bitch. Just know that. And basically, like, go find a real job, ho. Y'all need me. So, baby, Boog caught wind of this and was like, I'm tired of this, bitch. Now I'm going to really expose you, bitch. So, when is this motherfucking shit? I remember it was a long, lengthy type shit, too. Where is that motherfucking shit? We're going to find that shit. We're going to find it, y'all. We're going to find it. We're going to find it, y'all. We're going to find that shit. We're going to find it. Is it here? Yes, y'all. It's here. So we're going to go to this one. We're going to go to this one. So, Boog writes on his Instagram, it's sad when you see ones you grow up with, but also you grew up, turn out the way they do. The wise lead the future wizards. I'll be that, the wise one. You shouldn't have been in a rush to skip class. Now you're a fifth year senior playing ball with a GPA of 2.3, barely passing. If this don't work, LOL. Remember, kids, you clown for not having the fashion, but at a award show in school, they were the ones winning principal honor roll. Yeah, you were cool then, but they were focused. That's probably going to be your loss in the future. It probably sucks to be a slave to something you give your life to, but never mastered. Bitch, ate that one. Now you stuck in this shit with no other option to be on top, and now your view is from the bottom looking up. Bitch, ate that. He goes on to say, y'all remember, I'm playing all the stops, bitch. Admiring your spot, you once held, not able to conquer it ever again. Time spent in selfish mindset, not valuing the gems right next to you. Learning from nothing, earning no knowledge from the geniuses amongst you. At night, I know you wonder to yourself, what am I doing wrong? To not accept the blessings that was put into your life. A life that's me and you know you were living, you ungrateful son of a bitch. I just put that son of a bitch on because it was T. Fame is hell of a drug. I know when we were together as a group, you wanted to be the most famous, aka the most favorite, but that wasn't the case. Fizz and Boog were the favorites. And you couldn't understand that because you sung all the leads by old school group design. But that guy who only talked on tracks and in interviews, him mentioning himself, and the guy who rapped on our singles, which is Fizz, were getting more love than you. That's not my fault. But I never was mad that I could sing on your level, but never give a chance. I was just a young boy from Compton, happy to be a part of the group and out my situation. I was always more of a talent than how I was used to, but yet I'm still grateful. I was part of a machine. You gave off the impression as if you've done me a favor. Shall I take you back to when, because of your vocal, we visit every record label in the business and was turned down twice? Because of your vocals. Your fucking siren ass vocals, your screechy ass vocals, Omarion. That because of your vocal, they was turned down every record label in the bit. They were turned down twice because of your vocals. Nigga, you was singing in the background for a minute when Max Goose was their manager, was their management at the time, y'all. Max Goose was their manager. Brought in another lead singer to try and make the records sound better to help him try and get us the deal. And when that helped him try and get us the deal, and when that happened, who stood for you? We did. We didn't want no other singer singing on our shit. if it ain't O. We went to management and said we rolling with O. We not bringing nobody else in. We stood by your side when we were told if we didn't get a deal on our next meeting, we were getting dropped. Now think about those odds per the history of our meetings. The thing we call B2K was never the Omarion show. It was more like a circus, and each guy brought a special attraction and collectivity. And collectively, it was fun to watch. Watching you only lets me know that you were not really paying attention to what was making you Omarion, because without us around, it's clear you can't tap back into him, bitch. Look lost, almost like you were looking for us to feed off of, bitch. Yes, J Bud, bitch, you're reading the fuck out this bitch. Bitch, you read him, bitch. All right. Bitch, this whole motherfucking dissertation, bitch. I'm not reading all this shit. No shame. But yeah, but y'all get the gist. I'm not reading all this shit. It's a whole fucking paragraph, bitch. Fuck this shit, bitch. Bitch, I can't do all that motherfucking reading, y'all. I can't do all this motherfucking reading. But y'all get the gist. Basically, the bitch exposed him. Bitch, you really is not that girl. You can't sing for real. They needed other artists to come do your vocals because your vocals is motherfucking trash, bitch. Eat that, bitch. Eat that. You can't eat, bitch. You can't do with it, bitch. You really not that girl. Just because you motherfucking dance on motherfucking records and you motherfucking want to sing these motherfucking siren ass vocals, bitch, you really not that girl? What is you saying, you dumbass bitch? Y'all, bitch, I was gagging. Bitch, I was gagging. Bitch, that right there is so motherfucking deal. Because we never heard from J Boog. J Boog was like, girl, I'm the business person. I'm the wise one. I don't want no part of this brother beefing. We are all brothers at the end of the day. Just because we haven't talked or whatever, we still have to do business together because we are a group. People fuck with us. And I think, you know what, y'all? I think Fat Joe said it best about his situation. Fat Joe said this in every fucking interview, that they love Fat Joe. They also love Remy Ma, but they love Remy Ma and Fat Joe together because they know that they work. Every song that Remy and Joe has, it goes straight. Y'all remember, Lean Back. Remy was not supposed to be on that record. Remy motherfucking stole her chance, literally took her motherfucking chance and said, get rid of this motherfucking second verse. Let me put my verse on there, and ate that shit the fuck up. There would not be a Lean Back without a motherfucking Remy Ma. Remy Ma was the star of that motherfucking song. No shame. And guess what? When they got back together because Remy got out of jail, who did she call? She called Joe and said, listen, I need to patch this thing up because we got some money to get. And you see, when Remy Ma got out of jail, she aligned herself with motherfucking Fat Joe. She apologized for all the crazy shit that she did when she was motherfucking young. And what she got a motherfucking bag, bitch. She said, I'm not going to let my motherfucking ego and my motherfucking sense of fucking self and everything that I threw away, I'm not going to let that slip by me. What I'm going to do, I'm going to call this fat ass bitch named Fat Joe. I'm going to apologize for my fuck up. And I'm going to get that bag. And what she do, she got that motherfucking bag. They went into the studio and created all the way up. They created all the way up together. And what did it do? It went straight to the motherfucking top. They got paid because they wasn't signed to nobody but themselves. They produced a record. None of them was signed by anybody. They worked that record. They performed it everywhere they can get their hands on. They performed that record, and what did that record do? That record went all the way to the motherfucking top and got them a Grammy nomination, bitch. First of all, literally, Remy got out of jail and literally worked her motherfucking set. She understood the assignment. Let me align myself with him and get a Grammy nominated song, bitch. And guess where Remy is now? Guess where Remy is now? She's still making coins. She's still doing shows. Remy is on network TV. Remy is on network TV. She's the narrator for NTV's True Crime Story. She has a league now. She has done movies and TV shows, bitch. She literally got out of jail and said, "Hand me a bag. Hand me several bags, bitch." That's fucking-conic. She said, in her first line of her song, "I left the big house into a bigger house." That's iconic. How do you leave the big house and went into a bigger house? She got a fucking mansion, y'all. Remy lives in a mansion, and she has several houses. And she also got equity in real estate. She literally remodels homes, y'all. People don't know that about Remy Ma, that she actually remodels homes and sell them. She buys the homes and she remodels them and then she sells them. People don't know that. Now you do. So, it's like, why couldn't y'all lower down y'all motherfucking ego to get this bag? Because y'all still holding on to what hurts you. Ain't no shade. The shit just happened, and you see some sneaky ass bitches doing some sneaky ass shit they haven't motherfucking learned. Because I believe it's not just all Omarion. It's them niggas too. And they fucking foul. You can tell the way they treat each other. Because I still to this day, even though Raz B was there with all of them, I feel like Raz B was more closest to Omarion. I don't really think Raz B likes Boog and Little Fizz because they're immature. They are more friends with each other. They are a dynamic duo. You have Fizz and Boog, and you have Omarion and Raz B. But the fact is, these two don't with these two. They kind of have a common enemy because you have this person fucking with Raz B, and you have this person fucking with Omarion's baby mother. It's like these two bitches are trying to fuck with these dudes, and they're just gonna get back at Well, Omarion's gonna get back at them. You see, motherfucking Raz B just one piece. Raz B don't give a fuck about none of what y'all got going on. He has too much in his mind. I bet he's seeking all types of help. Cause that video I just showed y'all, it was a lot. That shit was a lot. And to have Boog Boog, you ain't shit neither. So why would you do that? Why would you have on a shirt that says something, 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 what he said in the past, I'm not okay or something? Why would you taunt that man, knowing that that man is going through it right now? Why would you perpetuate and bully this man and really get in his face and do all that? Hey, Kayla. But yeah, like, it was just weird. It was weird. So now it's like Raz B don't have no choice but to go along with Raz B, and no, with Raz B has no choice but to just align himself with Bug and Fizz, because at the end of the day, he feels like Omarion, who has been checking on him and really being the one in his corner, he found out that that shit was off for cameras and not genuine because of what Omarion did, and just had that one clip of him consoling Raz B after J Bug was trying to taunt him. He used that as a promo, like as a money grab a little bit. Well, really, you money grab because you put that promo out there to get people excited for Omega. Hey, Blame Society. So it was, I think, Raz B at this point just, he just there. Honestly, Raz B is just there. He just wants to be a part. No shade. That's the most traction Raz B has gotten. Raz B was excited to come and perform. You can tell by looking at the videos on YouTube that every time they would perform, everybody would be giving like good, satisfactory. But when I tell you Raz B was getting tens across the board, like performance-wise, dancing-wise, you can tell that he had a mission, that he was going to put on the best performance of his life, because he knew that it wouldn't be another shot. This would be the only shot that he has to do this. So, because he knows that people are not really rocking with each other. We cannot talk amongst each other. Nobody has each other's numbers. We can't even sit down for 2 minutes and get this shit straight. Blame, why was Raz B sitting all the way? He was sitting, no, y'all. If y'all look at the camera, like towards the end, Raz B was sitting on the side, was sitting on the side of Fizz. So I think it's this long table. I think it's like me, I'm Raz B. On the side of me is Fizz. On the side of Fizz is J Book, and then at the head of the table, it's Nori, and then on this side is the co-host. I don't know the co-host's name, but yeah, they're next to each other. But the camera couldn't pan on them all, so they had to focus the camera on Boog and Little Fizz, but ever so often they would cut and pan the camera to Raz B, because Raz B would be clued. First of all, in this interview, y'all, Nori and Raz B is literally the most clueless motherfuckers ever. They do not shut up. And I think that's the thing that I don't like about Drink Champs is the fact that they would literally be in the middle of talking about they will be in the middle of talking about some tea, about spilling some tea. They would be in the middle of a conversation like they going off, they letting out their frustration. And then all of a sudden they would literally be interrupted by Nori saying, like, having something would come to his mind and he would just stop that person from saying it. And then he would just like, maybe, and he would just go on to another topic or saying, what was you in a cabinet? Like, reaching for that peanut butter stick or something? Like something stupid that doesn't have nothing to do with what that person is saying. But he would just cut right then and there and cut them off and talk about something totally different. I didn't understand that. And that always used to piss off because they would be in the middle of literally telling the fucking tea. And here go fucking Nori just messing it all up. And then they literally forget to go back. They would I think that guest would tell Nori, listen, let me know so we could go back to that. And then they never would go back to that situation. It's too much alcohol and it's definitely too many blunts. No shade, that would be amazing. First of all, the Drink Champs got their own fucking cigarillo. Their own fucking cigarillo thing. Got their own blunt. Like, that's sickening. Like, that's sickening. They got their own blunt. Like, and that's marketing for them. I like their hoodies, and I like, first of all, I might just go to their website and buy some merch or something. I might do that. But it is too much alcohol because they take shots, they still drinking, they still smoking weed. And first of all, I already know how I am when I'm drunk. I already know when I'm high. I can barely focus on what the fuck I'm talking about. So if I get really, really drunk, I start to like wander, bitch. I start to look at people like, I don't know what the fuck going on, y'all. I don't know what the fuck going on. Child, I don't know. Yeah, like, it's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. Like, it's child. But y'all, like, honestly, the all that is said, like, it's the fact that what the fuck? What the fuck? I swear I'm not high, y'all. I'm not high yet. I smells. I thought I smelled something burning, bitch. But anyway, oh my gosh. Where I was. See, I probably am a little bit, you know. Probably am drunk. Bitch, I'm giving the aesthetic of fucking Drink Champs. No shade. Still gotta hit this blunt. Oh, and I just read up on weed, you guys. I just read up on weed today. I'm so happy. Let me see where I'm at. See where the fuck I'm at. So, the Millennium Tour, they was saying that. So the verses was what we was talking about. So the verses commencing they already had talks. So before the verses even was like a thought, there was conversations about a B2K and everything. They wanted to do paperwork. The paperwork wasn't right. People were trying to get over. It was so much shit that was going on. And the reason why they wasn't at the verses is because the niggas management was trying to coerce them, was trying to play with their money, and also play with their likeness because of the Millennium Tour. So that Millennium Tour, because of the fact that they wouldn't sign away their likeness for the documentary, it's set up for them to do what they did and literally spike them and have Omarion and Mario on the verses and have Omarion just sing B2K songs by himself. Because I wasn't okay. Honestly, y'all, I was not okay with Omarion performing B2K songs by himself. I wasn't okay with that. That's why I really didn't watch that shit. I'm so glad I didn't watch it. Because why the fuck are you singing B2K songs by yourself? I don't give a fuck if you're the only one singing. I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck that you are the only one singing. I don't care. I don't care. B2K is a 4-member group. Why the fuck are you singing these songs? Because no shade. If we wanted a Omarion, we would go to your shows. And if you wanted to be the only one singing B2K songs, you would just not have it as B2K and just have it as Omarion. But you can't because those are B2K songs. 4-member group, y'all perform this together. But the whole shit is fucked up. People trying to step on people's toes and trying to get over. They're trying to do little loser ass tactics to get out of some shit. It's a whole shit. Honestly, the interview was really, really informative to me. Was really, really informative. They talked about a couple of different topics, y'all. They talked about that. They talked about the verses and how they asked each other's opinion on it. They was like, he had to take that L. They was literally laughing at fucking Raz B because Raz B thought it was amazing. Fizz was like, bitch, that's cap. You capping. Stop lying. It wasn't really good. First of all, nobody in the audience thought it was good. Because you had these non-singing ass niggas on this verses. You had motherfucking you had Omarion sounded a fucking mess, and you had Ray J singing the mess. And Mario was sounding immaculate. And the whole R&B community was very ashamed of these non-singing ass legends. So it was just like, I don't know. The verses was a fool. That's why I didn't watch. I didn't give a fuck. But yeah, but going on from that, they talked about R. Kelly and how R. Kelly wrote all of their he wrote literally all of the second album. And when I tell you he got all that publishing, they was actually like made joke that he got all that publishing because he literally wrote every song on that second album, Pandemonium. They didn't write no songs. I think they said they wrote songs, but majority it was R. Kelly. R. Kelly wrote them motherfucking songs. In addition to Kelly, they said that Bump Bump Bump. They said nobody wanted to touch Bump Bump Bump. They needed a rapper. The person that they wanted on Bump 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 was Nelly. They brought Nelly that song. But Nelly didn't want no parts of that song because, R. Kelly wrote that song. He really wrote all of it, that second album. And because at that point in time, there was the sex tape with the girl, of him allegedly peeing on the girl, Nelly didn't want no parts. He didn't want he didn't want to be wrapped up in that shit. That was informative to know that the first person wasn't Diddy. It was Nelly. We got that tea. What else about R. Kelly? They had their opinions on what transpiring with R. Kelly today. Yeah, it was this whole thing. They gave their opinion that they basically cannot destroy this man. Okay, y'all. I think they had the same exact sentiments as K. Michelle, y'all. K. Michelle said this. She said, I have no heaven or hell to put that man in. That man helped me when the whole world turned their back on me. When I got my ass beat, he saved me. An abuser saved her from an abuser. And to really think about that is that even though this man is sick, he still will share his gift with talented individuals. And the fact that I think they said this, that I think Nori asked this question to the guys that why did y'all say y'all name and y'all zodiac sign at the end of a girl? What a girl wants. Y'all know what a girl wants, and when that song ends, they all say their names and their zodiac sign. That's how I knew that Fizz was a Sagittarius. Fizz was a Sagittarius. Raz B was a Gemini. Omarion is a Scorpio, and J Boog is a Leo. That's how I know. So we found out that wasn't put on purpose. That wasn't put there on purpose. Actually, R. Kelly demoed it like that. Basically, he set it up to where he got to know each of them on a professional level and a personal level, and he deciphered which one was which. Was he the good one? Was he the wise one? Was he the silly one? Was he more focused? Basically, individually, created a analysis on them, created a dissertation or a thesis on them or something. Basically, learn what you can about each member and what do you get when you do. So basically, Rob did his motherfucking homework. No shade. He did his homework. And basically put that at the end of the song. Because notice, they didn't notice me from a hole in the wall. They never had a conversation. Management wanted R. Kelly to be a part of their project and had a song for them. And girl, what a girl wants is that record. Yeah. Basically, yeah, basically which character type they would be and promote them as such. No shade. Basically read their whole thing. So we found out about all of R. Kelly's doings and going on and why he's mixed in with the group and stuff like that. And then basically, you know, the constant back and forth with O. They constantly went back and forth with this man. Now, this is the one part I'm like really upset about because I thought we was gonna get it in the show. We didn't touch on the Chris Stokes shit. And when I'm listening to Raz, there was a whole segment where Raz B kept interrupting and kept talking over people. Kept over talking and kept, you know, saying little shit, you know, out his mouth. And basically kept saying like Omarion's weird. He want them to sit down and talk. You know, at one point, I think Nori was started talking to the rest of the guys, and Raz B said out his mouth, like I said earlier, that Raz B literally said out his mouth that nobody ever hears him. He feels unheard in the group. They feel like they play on his intelligence, like he's not all there. And I think that's why Fizz said that about the ODB comment about how he compares Raz B to ODB. But that's even more reason to listen to him. I don't like that shit. Raz B was getting disrespected, was getting sun in this interview, and I did not like that shit. That was just weird to me. You know what I'm saying? No, I know that's obvious, Blame, but it's the fact that I don't like the fact that he feels like that. I don't like the fact that he feels like that. I feel like everybody should be heard. I don't like the fact that these people treat Raz as a charity case. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that he feels like that because I was literally watching this interview like, ain't nobody gonna check on Raz? You know, they were actually like, when Nori kept wanting Raz to drink, they peer pressure. And did y'all also peep how they was peer pressuring Raz to drink? Knowing that when this man get drunk, he starts to ramble at the mouth. And no shade, I was trying to hear what they were saying in the background because Raz B was not talking in the mic at one point. He turned around and started talking to the background because somebody was talking to Raz and telling Raz to stop talking in code. literally say, give us some contacts. Give us some contacts. Like literally say, do you have anything you want to elaborate? Because you're talking in code right now. I need you to literally break that code a little bit and actually tell us what the fuck is going on. So it was a fool. The ending part was a fool because we really felt like they were all fucking high and drunk. Nobody couldn't focus. Nobody couldn't focus. They was not understanding what the other person is saying. They was like, what? Like what? Was it that way? They kept fucking up the rotation. I was like over it. Because I was like, Nori, shut the fuck up. Put the drink to the side and listen. This is supposed to be a fucking interview. How can you interview someone when you're drunk and high? And you have to focus. That's why whenever I do an interview, I don't smoke or drink. Because I know how I get when I'm drunk or high. I'm usually very, very fucking mellow when I'm high. I would say that. I am very, 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 very calm and incoherent. Coherent. I'm very coherent on all of my surroundings. So I hear you, but do I want to hear you is the question. You know? But yeah, like that shit was a fool. But I liked it though. I like that they spoke their piece. I really do. I really do. But you can clearly see that J Boog and Fizz don't really fuck with Raz B. They don't talk to this man. They're just doing appearances at this point. They don't really fuck with this man. I bet they literally don't. J Boog and Fizz talk to each other more than they don't really fuck with Raz. They feel like Raz is fucking weird and unpredictable and too much to handle at sometimes. That is like literally looking at Heckle and Jekyll. One time you good and the next time you crying, like it's a Heckle and Jekyll. And I think that's the thing of a Gemini. It's like two people. Yes, J Boog looked good as fuck. No shade. Yeah, he didn't want to. Yeah, he didn't want to, like, I think Raz B did not want to drink at first. That's what it looked like to me. He didn't really want to drink. And at a certain point, he didn't want to drink anymore. So he was like, okay, I'll drink because everybody else is drinking. He don't want to be the one left out, right? So he was like, I'm going to drink. But at a certain point, he didn't want to drink no more. Lori literally peer pressured this man to come on, drink, come on. Knowing that you don't even know if this man has alcohol, like he just, you know, he's a cover alcoholic or something, or he knows his limit. So if he passed that limit, you know, Jekyll is coming out. He's going to turn into Jekyll at one point. Heckle and Jekyll. He's going to turn into Jekyll. And you can tell that in the end, they was kind of Fizz and Boog was like cringing at him. Even though they were high, they were cringing at Raz B. And what Raz B was doing. He kept talking, he kept rambling. Sometimes he was talking at the people, he was talking to the people in the background more than Nori. At one point, he basically ignored the fuck out of Nori. He ignored him. He totally ignored Nori. He was out of there. Nori probably ignored, like, Nori, to be honest, y'all, Nori was asking majority of the questions to Boog and Fizz. He never probably probably looked even in Raz B direction. Not to my knowledge, because majority of the question was asked towards Book and motherfucking Fizz. It is what it is, you know. But yeah, it was a good interview. I would say myself, it was a good interview. I was waiting for this interview. I did. I was like, soon as I see this interview, I'm gonna watch it. I'm going to talk about it because it might be some tea, and it was because I didn't know the real reason why they broke up. They just said that they broke up. Even though Fizz said some in the windows, like they wasn't brothers, they haven't talked in years, stuff like that. It was a lot. It was a whole lot. But yes, guys. Hey. Girl, why this shit stuck? Child, stuck, child. Give me 1 second. I missed a couple of parts, but did ever talk about Raz B rants online talking about Marcus? Yes, so I was just saying that, Blaine, like in the back. They talked about his rants. They made mention of his rants, but they didn't ask that man any questions. Plus, once they got real high and drunk, that's when they went into the Chris Stokes shit. The girls was already high and drunk. Raz B literally didn't say shit about it. Like, he was just saying, that's my cousin. I wish we could have a conversation. Yada, yada, yada. They didn't really touch on the Marcus Houston. They talked about the Chris Stokes shit, but not about the Marcus Houston. Only about the Chris Stokes. But it probably looked as if that all those rants, I don't know what it is, but I don't know who has Raz B on a gag order. He probably has a gag order against him, y'all. He cannot speak on Chris Stokes. He can't. He has a gag order. They can't talk. He can't talk about that man. Because he talked about it online, but that man, the mention of him is like kind of cringy towards Raz, but you know that now he cannot talk about Chris Stokes or Marcus Houston. One of them girls got their lawyers, sick their lawyers on Raz, and he had to sign, probably was threatened to sign a fucking gag order. He wanted to sign a gag order. They had to sign a gag order. And baby, he was like, I'm scared for my life. Let me go on to China where they can't find me. Basically had to leave the motherfucking country. Had to leave the motherfucking country. Because remember, they in that interview, they made mention the fact that he literally took his life in the luggage and moved himself to China. He literally packed his bags and moved himself to fucking China. Because, no shade, that's why he's not speaking on, because then before he was speaking on it, because he hasn't signed a gag order yet. But now they bullied him into signing a fucking gag order. I bet that's what happened. They bullied that man and threatened him, and he had to sign that fucking gag order. That's why to this day he cannot speak about that situation. I bet you. Marcus or fucking Chris, one of them literally threatened that man and he signed that gag order. Because Raz B do not talk about them no more. He literally don't. And no shade, why would you? Chris Stokes is still going to be in the picture because that's your group. And then now you're doing business with him. And no shade, they are still doing business with Chris. That's another thing. They still do business with Chris Stokes. Boop. They still do business with him. Even with the whole thing with Raz B. That's why. That's why they still work for him. They still have to go through Chris Stokes for all the stuff because they don't own shit. B2K, none of one of them brothers own a fuck ass thing in B2K. They're getting a bag to perform these records, but they have to actually pay Chris Stokes because he was the producer. He found everybody. Everybody's getting money. All y'all doing is getting the tour money. But to use those songs, you got to pay Chris Stokes. Y'all still are in business with Chris Stokes to this day. No shade. I just solved it. I just solved the motherfucking case, bitch. It's giving very much motherfuckers the Scooby game. Scooby Doo, where are you? Scooby Doo. Y'all remember Scooby Doo? The not the Scooby Doo we all know and love, but the Scooby Doo that came on after the Scooby Doo. It was the animated, not the animated. It was the childish Scooby Doo. I like that Scooby Doo. At first, I didn't because we all grew up on the Scooby Doo. But that childish ass Scooby Doo wasn't popping. And no shade, they play Scrappy. When I tell you Scrappy got his own motherfucking show, they tried to spin off of Scooby and get Scrappy Doo. I was like, the people should have. Scrappy Doo would have been sickening, bitch. Scrappy Doo would have been sickening, but they didn't promote that shit right. They didn't promote it right. They didn't promote that shit right. But yeah, guys, like that's the end. I like the interview. I wish it could have been better. It was a lot of talking. It was a lot of people not focusing and a lot of like cutting people off and not remembering certain events. It was kind of tired to me, to be honest. It was tired to me, but I liked it because it gave me content. It gave me content to talk about. So, if y'all have not seen it, go to Drink Champs and watch the interview. It's sick. It's okay. Like I wish, honestly, their of the majority of the majority of their interviews was about yeah, they talked about some stuff, but it was still around in the breakup. They talked about some things. They talked about R. Kelly. They talked about that, but it was cool. So guys, I'm about to get out of here. So I want everybody Smash or Pass will be give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. But yeah, sorry, y'all. trying to check these messages. I'm sorry. What time is it, y'all? What time is it? But y'all please like, comment, and subscribe. Smash or Pass is back. Well, it never left. I just had to reschedule it. Sorry, you guys. So Smash or Pass is later on today because it's Sunday right now. It's Sunday in Eastern time, and Eastern Standard Time is literally 1 a.m. Sunday. So Smash or Pass. Part 1 IG influencers is later on today at 8 p.m. y'all. Thank you for all of your submissions. Thank you. I thank everybody for their submissions. Okay. And I want to also say to y'all, so I put out a poll for the following Smash or Pass, and the addition that people voted the most is drag queens. Y'all voted the fuck down. I had 2 polls going up. I had a poll on IG and I had a poll on YouTube. Majority of both polls, majority wanted drag queens, and after IG influencers, I want y'all. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all after IG influencers is done, finished, and I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all need to do. I'll tell y'all all that, but drag queens will be the following addition after IG influencers. Okay, y'all voted. This was majority of the votes. Majority voted for drag queens. Okay, give me a second. So later on tonight at 8 p.m., IG influencers Smash or Pass will be going on. I have some more content coming out, so be ready for. We're definitely going to talk about. We're going to talk about the Tasha K. We're going to talk about the Tasha K. We're going to talk about the. We're going to talk about Nene. We're going to talk about. Okay, those 2 in particular. I will just say that those 2 in particular, the Nene situation, the lawsuit, more developments is coming out. A huge payout for Nene, also with some stipulations. So we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about the Tasha K and Charlemagne abuser interview. I think her name is, what's her name? One here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I forgot her fucking name, y'all. I forgot her fucking name. Forgot her name. Come on, girl. Tasha fucking K. Tasha K. What was her name, guys? What was her name? I forgot her fucking name. What was her name? Girl, can y'all just... Come on. Stop. Come on, StreamYard. Y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too fucking much. Child, StreamYard is fucking weird. Jessica Reed interview. First of all, I'm tired of these long ass motherfucking videos. This fucking Jessica Reed shit is literally 3 hours. So we gotta watch 3 hours. I gotta take some of the notes and we're gonna talk about it tomorrow, okay? We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. I don't know what time, but I will put up the I will schedule it so y'all can know what time I'm going to go live and talk about it. But I am going to watch this interview, so don't worry about it. So I want y'all to watch. If y'all haven't watched it, go watch the interview so we can come back and talk about it, because there's some new developments. Charlamagne's allegedly suing Tasha K because of this fucking interview. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Okay. So before I get off, please like this video, y'all. Please like this video. Please share this video. Please, literally follow all of my social medias in the description below. Hold on. Follow all of my social medias in the description below. Follow me on IG is right here. My IG is right here. Follow me on IG. In my description box, there is my IG. There's my TikTok. There is my Twitch. So if y'all not following me on Twitch, for all of my gamers, I am on Twitch. So follow me on Twitch, y'all. Follow me on Twitch, so we can get this thing going. Okay. What else? If you're not following my Discord, somebody will put up my Discord, or I'll probably put it in my link below. If y'all not joining my Discord, please do it. I do put a link to my live. Whenever I'm gonna go live, I'll put the link to when I the video or the live in I'll put the link to the YouTube live into the Discord. So I just want to make that note. So yes, you guys. So y'all have to look forward to Smash a Pass, more content. And we are still on the road to 1K subscribers, okay? We are on the road to 1K, you guys. 1K subscribers. We are on the road to 1K subscribers. Thank everybody. Thank all of the shaders. I thank you all of my shaders, all of my supporters who be first one in the chat, who've been supportive, who wants me to win, who's been there through thick and thin, even when I'm being dragged by multiple people. Girl, y'all have my back. Y'all have my back. Bitch, like, love y'all down. Y'all know who y'all are. First of all, I'm not even gonna put it on a specific person. All of y'all have had my motherfucking back, whether good, bad, or indifferent. Y'all have had my back. We are still on the road to 1K subscribers. We are 200 away. We are 200 away from our goal, you guys. We are on the road to 1K. Okay? And listen, we're not going to stop at 1K. We're going to keep the fucking train going, okay? We're not stopping. All right? Shout out to everybody. Shout out to every one of y'all who be in the chat, be engaging, and laughing and engaging with rest of the shaders. And y'all, it's a community over here. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with y'all. I love y'all. I respect each and every one of y'all. Sometimes some of y'all be getting in my mug too much. I feel like I'm being bullied. But, I'm going to stay you know, getting it cracking or whatever. Shout out to every single one of y'all. I fuck with y'all. Love y'all down. We're literally on the road to 1K, bitch. Yes, we are 200 away. So listen, y'all. I have a mission for y'all. I love y'all down. But every time there's a live that is scheduled, y'all, I will literally put it in the community tab. But once I put it in the community tab, can y'all please like that video? Like literally even before we go live, if y'all will literally like that video before we go live, y'all don't have to wait until we go live. Y'all can literally like it before we go live. Do that for me, you guys. Do that for me. Like the video before we even go live. Okay? Love y'all down. Love y'all. Love y'all. Keep liking the video. Keep sharing the video. And we're going to keep rising to the occasion because we can't stop, won't stop. Acapella, baby. I'm going to get down, baby. Get down. Yes, bitch. I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Y'all have a great night. Love you. Love you, shaders. Bye.